Think gadget reviews, news, and all about it.
The best cheap tablets of 2016, reviewed. 1. Thankfully, there's a huge array of cheap tabs on the market. Pick up the right device and you'll be treated to a great screen, speedy processor and enough storage for a Game of Thrones marathon. While you probably know that Amazon specializes in great value tech, there are plenty of other tech manufacturers making top budget tablets. That's why we've rounded them all up to find the best one available. So if you're shopping for a tablet on a smaller budget, which one should you go for? Here's Stuff's guide to the best tablets available for under £200. 2. Asus ZenPad S8.0, £169.99. What's going on with budget tablets? Aside from the odd outlier like the now ancient Nexus 7, 2013, and Tesco Huddle 2, RIP, loads of manufacturers are still doling out low-power, low-resolution tablets like it's 2011. The Asus ZenPad S8.0 is one of those tasty outliers. It's £169.99 but has a iPad mini grade sharp screen with vivid color and good contrast. Getting 2048 by 1536 pixels at this price is a big win. That is one major box ticked. It has a fast CPU too, an Intel Atom Z3530 that smashes the rival Snapdragon 410 in benchmarks. Intel's tablet CPUs generally offer worse gaming performance than the more common Qualcomm kind, but the ZenPad S8.0 seems to have power to spare. Most games run just about perfectly, and look cracking thanks to that sharp, colorful display. 3. Amazon Fire HD 8, from £89.99. Amazon's revised Fire HD 8 is a step up from the £50 Fire, with a larger, higher resolution screen, stereo speakers and double the storage. Basically, it's all the tablet you need for watching Prime Video on the move. It's still a budget tab, though, so that extra resolution tops out at 1280 by 800. Good enough for 720p video, but it leaves text and images looking a little blurry at any distance other than arm's length. Colors are still punchy, though, and there's no backlight bleed like on last year's model. Adaptive brightness finally makes an appearance too, no manually fiddling every time you step outdoors. 4. Lenovo Yoga Tab 3, £129.99. Lenovo has built a reputation for crafting tablets with the entertainment junkie in mind, those that binge on the latest Netflix series or need a companion during a long-haul flight. It features a tube-like structure with a built-in aluminium stand that makes it easy to prop up on those flimsy train tables. Once opened, there's a cutout that means you're able to hang it up too. There's also a 180-degree rotating camera placed on the tube, so there's no need for two separate cameras or settling for a lower resolution. It takes decent pictures, but you need fairly bright light for a more focused end result. The tube includes a microphone, headphone slot, with a large circular power button placed on the left-hand side. The opposite side boasts a mini USB port and volume control button. 5. Amazon Fire, £49.99. Amazon rarely makes a duff product. Fire Phone aside, its devices are meant to keep customers subscribed to Prime and buying new goods when the fancy takes them. The cheapest and most basic tablet in Amazon's range, the Fire is primarily made for a bit of video here and a spot of Kindle reading there. It's got a sturdy plastic case without too much flex, weighs 313 grams and feels compact in your hands at 191 by 115 by 10.6 millimeters. You can download Amazon Prime content for offline viewing, something that you can't do with Netflix. This is a really handy feature, especially if you increase the Fire tablet's 8GB storage with the help of a micro SD card. 6. Amazon Fire HD 10, from £169.99. Theoretically, the Fire HD10 is Amazon's most premium tablet. It starts at £169, creeping up to £209 if you want the 32GB version that doesn't display Amazon ads all the time. The spec list makes the design sound decent. It's 7.7mm thick and is 5 grams lighter than an iPad Air 2. However, in person the outer layer is ultra super glossy black plastic that feels cheap and collects fingerprint smudges. A bigger potential problem is practicality. It has a 16:10 aspect tablet with a 10.1-inch screen. Back in 2011 we saw Android tablets like this all the time. Not anymore, because their sheer size affects portability, partly due to awkward weight distribution. 7. NVIDIA Shield K1, £180. NVIDIA's first Shield tablet had to be recalled because there was a risk the battery would overheat and become a fire hazard. Whoops. Luckily, the PC graphics card maker took the opportunity to update the Shield tablet to the K1 edition, keeping all the things that worked on its original while ditching the stuff that didn't, so it could hit a bargain £150 price tag. So why buy the NVIDIA Shield K1 over any of these other bargain tabs? Well, gaming basically. The Shield's Tegra K1 processor will tear through Android games better than anything else in this test, and it's even powerful enough to run console-level titles like Half-Life 2, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Metal Gear Solid, Revengeance. It can also stream games from your local PC if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, meaning you can in theory play The Witcher 3 or Fallout 4 in the bath. You can also pay NVIDIA £7.49 a month to stream games like Tomb Raider and Grid Autosport via the cloud using GeForce Now, which is the best game streaming service we've used, performance-wise. 8. The catch: you'll obviously need a gamepad to enjoy all this. The cheap route is to buy a USB adapter and use an Xbox 360 controller, but if you do, you're tethered to your device. The slicker option is to spend £50 on NVIDIA's own wireless controller, which uses Wi-Fi Direct for a fast, lag-free gaming experience. That brings the overall cost of the Shield K1 to just a shade under £200, though. And that's one of the problems with the K1, it may cost a mere £150, but it doesn't come with a game controller, a cover or even a charger, although chances are you already have a micro USB cable. 9. Even if you're not into games though, the K1 is still a great budget tablet. There's a microSD slot to add up to 128 GB of extra storage. The 8-inch 1920 by 1200 pixel display is sharp and detailed. There's also a mini HDMI output if you want to output to a TV, punchy front-facing stereo speakers, and NVIDIA Direct Stylus 2 compatibility if drawing's your thing. Stock Android lovers will also love the way that NVIDIA has implemented Google's operating system. The Shield K1 is mercifully free of the apps and skins that tend to bloat a lot of Android tablets, representing as pure an Android experience as it's possible to get aside from Nexus devices. 10. There are obviously some compromises with a device of this price. The battery life is supposed to be 10 hours for general use and 5 hours for games, although we found 8 hours was more realistic when watching video. The screen isn't as bright or contrasty as we'd like. And the buttons on the side of the device are horribly squishy, particularly the power button, meaning it often takes a few goes to wake it up.